Ayushmann, what an incredible year you're coming off. Andhadhun, Badhaai Ho. Both films that were not only very widely appreciated, but also films that did very well at the box office. Is that the kind of sweet spot that one hopes to hit every time?
Yes, but also put a lot of pressure on you.
Correct.
I was not expecting this kind of mammoth of a success, but it's like a great surprise, pleasant windfall. I don't know what to say, but it's all beautiful.
And now China, of course.
Yeah.
Andhadhun is sort of doing massive numbers in China. Unexpected again?
Again, yeah. I got to know about the release in China. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Right.
The kind of numbers it was clocking was unbelievable.
That's true.
But then I realized that this is kind of the film which is beyond language.
Right.
It is based on the beats and the surprises.
True.
The crazy surprises emanating after every 5 minutes.
True.
So this was bound to happen maybe, but again unexpected.
The thing is that the truth is that these two films came on the heels of two other successes that you had in 17 actually, which is Bareli Ki Barfi and Shubh Mangal Savdhan. So you've really been on a roll, so to speak. What has changed for you? I mean, do you see a change in perception? Do you see a change in fee? Do you see a change in, I don't know, I mean, what do you...
Everything. Perception, fee and respect from the trade pundits,
right,
which was never there before Bareli. And everything changed. It's just that I want to keep it as simple, as organic as possible. I don't want to color my vision and, be part of this circus that, go for commercial films, big names, or maybe formula.
It's very interesting that you say that because I feel like 2015 and Dum Laga Ke Haisha was the turning point because until then, or at least two films before that, which was Hawaizada and Bewakoofiya, I think there was an attempt to, I want to be a hero.
But I was not getting those kind of scripts.
Right.
There was never an attempt. I had to do those films because I was not getting scripts like Vicky Donor or Dum Laga Ke Haisha in between.
Correct.
There was dearth of scripts. I had to do something.
Right.
So I had to choose amongst these films. But after Dum Laga Ke Haisha, I'm glad the ball was rolling and I was getting good scripts. Even now, the kind of scripts that I'm getting, they're unbelievable.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Because it feels like, they talk about you now as the guy with the instinct. The instinct to pick the correct material. What's the trick then?
It's a lot of pressure. It's like crazy amount of pressure.
Correct. What
is the trick?
Right.
Okay, the thing is, I just go with my gut. People must be thinking I take like 10 days, 15 days to think or maybe read the script 10 times. I go with the first impulse. Like if I hear the script or read the script, the first reaction is the most organic reaction and realize this is it. And I take it as an audience. I just don't want to color my perception now since this success has happened.
Right.
I don't want to think like a star, I want to think like an audience member. Always. So that's the tricky part.
It's easy to get swayed, no? When this level of success comes and this level of expectation sort of
course,
follows it.
now you go for shoots, you need more bouncers and stuff like that. You get more attention from people. Like sometimes from the vanity van to my car.
Right.
Nobody used to bother, just an occasional hi or whatever. But now people just, it's overwhelming at times. So it's the idea is to keep it as simple as possible and don't get swayed by these things.
That's all very nice. But have you been able to sort of enjoy that also? I mean, it's well earned, right? You've earned this. I mean, are you able to sort of savor the moment and say, "Wow, man, good that these choices paid off." I mean, well done.
Absolutely.
A little bit of self-patting.
After Dum Laga Ke Haisha, I thought, this is the turning point and things are going to get all positive from there. But I used to get some occasional tweets, flop actor, ye wo, and I used to I thought I should tweet back or maybe do a direct message. Guys, Dum Laga Ke Haisha is a hit, okay?
Right.
So it's a very credible film.
It is.
Then I thought, what's the point? I'll probably do good films.
Correct.
And then probably they'll think otherwise. And they take it.
So let the work do the talking.
Yeah, let the work do the talking. I should not say anything. And that really hit me really hard after Dum Laga Ke Haisha. And I used to get tweets, this film has worked, but your previous films have not worked.
So like a fluke kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So I made it a point that I have to choose scripts which are just different and amazing. And I'm glad I've gotten those scripts.
But I mean, you're seen as the guy who picks the different subjects. That's also tricky, right? I mean, even among that, different can also be bad, right? How do you sort of, how are you applying that instinct to even sift through? Because now everyone's coming to you with something quirky, something unusual. But we see enough quirky films, there are terrible films.
Of course.
How do you know the difference?
Uh,
Do you have a method? I mean, do you put yourself in the, when you're reading it, when you're hearing a narration, do you sort of imagine yourself as the protagonist or do you say, if this is a film I'd like to watch, then maybe this is the film I'd like to do? I mean, what are your...
it ultimately boils down to entertainment. One-liner can be very interesting, but it should hold you for 2 hours.
Right.
And that's the trick. I don't get swayed by the one-liner is crazy, I should go for it. And I prefer having a 2-3 hour of narration with
Do you prefer narration to script?
Narration from the director.
Right.
Because the clarity comes from them.
And the treatment.
Yeah, everything. And God lies in detailing.
But listen, there are many directors who may be good directors but not great narrators.
Yeah, you're right. Shrujit Sarkar is one of them.
And look at the film he made.
Exactly.
Right.
Even Sriram Raghavan is not a great narrator. You'll be
Sriram Raghavan
surprised.
barely talks.
Yes, he's not a good narrator. But both are legends.
Correct.
So, but yeah, then you read. Of course, reading is the most organic one. You have your own imagination about the script and everything. But it's good to have that space where quirk rules and you're choosing something different, and our country is full of taboos, full of social stigmas.
That's right.
There's no dearth of good
now,
subjects.
Now, there's any taboo, they come to you first,
Yes.
right? It's from sperm donation to, of course, Shubh Mangal, which was, which was erectile dysfunction, to now Badhaai Ho, parents,
Even Andhadhun, there was taboo, not taboo.
That's right. That's a different kind of taboo.
But yeah, so I think there's no dearth of good subjects in India. We live in this nation which is full of taboos and social stigmas.
The narrative now, of course, is that it's sort of the left of field actors have become the front line. Are on the front line. Whether it's yourself, whether it's Rajkumar Rao, whether it's Vicky Kaushal, the guys who are sort of the left of field actors are. I mean, how do you sort of look at that? I mean, it's interesting how things just changed, right?
It's a great era, I think.
Yeah.
I'm really happy to be born in this era, because this is the era where actors are getting acknowledged, they're seeing stardom.
True.
Otherwise, they were just labeled as actors.
Correct.
There was a schism between actors and
stars. True.
But now, actor stars are there.
Right.
Which is amazing. And your films make you stars more than
Yeah.
anything else. And there's acceptance from people. They are open to, they're aware about world cinema, Netflix is there, every platform is there. And they know this edgy stuff and they love it. So
Right.
the audience has increased. That's a simple thing.
Correct. You spoke about pressure and responsibility. Does that keep you awake at night? Does that? I mean, do you stress about that as well? Will I be able to?
No. I'm a very happy person.
Good. Well, good.
I just want to take it easy.
And like you told me once before,
Yeah.
sleep is one of those things that is very rarely interrupted.
Yeah, sleeping, eating, acting, and singing in that order. So sleep is the most important thing. I don't want to stress myself out.
Right.
I just want to do something which makes me happy. That's about it.
Now, since we spoke about singing, I want to. You just recorded a single last year called Chan Kitha.
Yeah.
A few lines and tell us where that came from. I mean, why was that? You're also very clear that you want to keep the musician going as well.
Definitely. And Chan Kitha is Rocha Kohli's baby. He's my childhood friend and an accomplished music director. And he made this song. It's originally a Punjabi folk song. My grandmother used to sing that song. Even Rochak has some connection with this song. And we have a lot of versions of that song, by the way. But this is the freshest of all.
Sure.
And I really love this version. I think it's Rochak's. Should I sing?
Yeah, please.
I have not sang this song in ages. Let me just...
You have a great voice.
Yeah, but I'm not used to singing this song. I can sing Naina Da Kasoor in my sleep, but
So
this
give us Naina Da Kasoor.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another incredible song. You did one version of it, of course. Brilliant video.
Yeah, Naina Da Kasoor is the best song of Andhadhun.
Yeah.
And kudos to Amit Trivedi. He's a legend. And I sang one version, and we shot this video in a blind school in 2 hours.
Wow.
And there's a blind guitarist, blind pianist. It's an ode to blind musicians, which I'm playing in the film.
Right.
So it goes like, Abhi abhi pyara sa chehra dikha hai, जाने क्या कहूँ उस पे क्या लिखा है, गहरा समंदर दिल डूबा जिसमें घायल हुआ मैं उस पल से इसमें नैना दा क्या कसूर वे कसूर वे कसूर नैना दा क्या कसूर वे कसूर वे कसूर नैना दा क्या कसूर वे कसूर वे कसूर ए दिल तो बता रे.
Oh, lovely. Actually, incredible song. It's really such a lovely song. Do you feel like because you are this multi-hyphenate, you're an actor, singer, that now they just come to, like every song, every film, they'll have to be, is that an insistence from your side or their side?
It could be anything in fact. At times, label wants to promote their own talent.
Correct.
At times, I love the song so much I want to sing.
Right.
And at times, I don't like the song I don't want to sing. So it could be anything.
Anything, okay.
So, for example, Nain Na Jode in Badhaai Ho came organically to me because Rochak composed this song.
Right.
And it was up my alley. And in Andhadhun, Naina Da came, so it was always the plan that I'll sing a version of it. And Amit sang so beautifully the original one. So that was it. Nazam, I wanted to sing the original one, by the way, in Bareli Ki Barfi. But it was since the composer was the singer, so
right.
I had no say in it.
Right.
Yeah.
But give us Nain Na Jodi.
तेरे बिन सांस ना ले मेरे दिन रात खाली खाली लगते हैं लकीरों वाले हाथ साथ मेरे चलते चलते हाय साथ मेरे चलते चलते रस्ते न मोड़ी नैन न जोड़ी किथे नैन न जोड़ी.
What a lovely song and what a lovely voice.
Thank you.
I'm sure you've heard that many times.
Thank you.
I noticed recently from your social media, from Instagram, that you're actually now looking forward to collaborating with some of your fans who are musicians. You're creating something called Jam Sessions. What's that about?
Jam Sessions is a very unique initiative we've taken that I want to jam with a bunch of talented people. It's not just about a singer, like you have a talent show for singers.
Right.
You don't have something like that for lyricists or for instrumentalists or musicians or for composers.
Right.
So I want fresh composers, lyricists, singers and collaborate with them and do one jam session.
Are you going to be able to have the time for all this at a time when the acting career is really heating up?
It is difficult. I'll be traveling most of the times, but I'll be going through all the profiles and I have my band members to decide on different aspects and they'll be helping me out. So I'll probably go through the final 100 or 200. And there's no dearth of talent in our country. It's just that we are fixed with the formulaic music these days. Like you like off-center music, and that sort of appeals to me as well.
Right.
So I just want to have some eclectic talent here.
Sure. Ayushmann, while all these exciting things were happening in your acting career, it was also a testing time personally. Your wife Tahira was of course diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. What kind of impact did that have on the family? How did it affect your work? How did it bring the family perhaps closer, the boys? What was it like?
It was difficult, very difficult. In fact, thanks to her that she was brave enough to take that positively. Otherwise, we would have broken completely. Because I was in the middle of 2 films. I was promoting these 2 films, Andhadhun and Badhaai Ho. And we got to know about it on my birthday. And in fact, we saw the film that day, Manmarziyan. We saw Manmarziyan on 14th of September. And we got to know about this disease, and she was like, I want to just celebrate my life, I'll take it head on, and we are together in this, both fighting the disease and also while promoting the film.
Yeah.
So it was a collective effort on both sides. But I'm glad she's overcome, and as we speak she's delivering a lecture on cancer, how to fight, how to combat it.
Lovely.
And she's an opinion leader now with cancer patients, and she's an inspiration.
She is an inspiration, actually, that's true. To be able to sort of confront it and to come out showing that you can deal with it sort of in a positive way and take what is positive out of it. She's also going to start directing her first feature film, which you're not in deliberately or not?
It's a women-centric film, so I don't know.
Now you're too big to do her.
No, not really. I would love to work with her. I'm sure she'll come up with something interesting for me as well. Right now she's busy with the production.
Was it sort of important also for the first film to like just let her do her own thing? Was that part of it? I mean,
I should not be part of the production or direction or whatever or script. Nothing. I think she should take her own baby steps towards direction and her own passion in life.
Now, since the big successes of last year, you've already completed 2 films.
Yep.
You've completed Dreamgirl, which very little is known about except that poster we've seen, and you're dressed as a woman in that.
Yeah.
What can you tell us?
Yeah, it's about a guy who is blessed with good vocal cords. He can take out 2 sounds, and that'll be really interesting in the film. And yeah, he gets to wear a sari also. I've got like good newfound respect for women, for sari.
Did you learn how to tie it?
No, I could not.
You still haven't have a costume
So
assistant?
difficult, yeah. So 3 people, they helped me out with the sari. But anyway, it was a lot of fun. And we shot in Mathura, Faridabad. Again, I'm playing with accents because they're 2 different cities.
Right.
And it'll be a lot of fun.
You also completed Article 15,
Yep.
which is your film with Anubhav Sinha. You've actually said that this is one of the most important films of our time.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it deals with a very prevalent social issue. Article 15 is about equality, about discrimination. Though we've seen that happen in Mulk with Anubhav Sinha.
Right.
But this is the next step from outsiders' perspective towards Indian society, which is very lopsided. There's no equality, and you'll get to see. It's one of its kind. This film is one of its kind. We've never blatantly fought this social stigma till now. But with Article 15, I'm glad Anubhav Sinha has discovered a new voice with Mulk, and with the article he's taking it forward.
Right. Are these exciting times? Do you feel like these are really exciting times?
Very exciting times. I'm glad I'm born in this era. I'm saying it again. We get to do what we want to do. We can follow our heart completely. We don't have to tick mark the rules of commercial cinema. I think anything which is off center, which is relevant, which is topical, it's accepted.
True.
If it's entertaining.
True.
Of course, you have to combine both these things.
You've carved such a beautiful niche for yourself. You are part of that movement that's sort of taken us to, our films back to the roots, and you've sort of emerged as this everyman hero, an actor that, that the man in the street can identify with. There's a relatable quality. Is there a part of you though that also wants to do the big masala commercial movie, that wants to do a Padmavat, a Sanju, I mean those kind of films as well? Is that a?
I've grown up watching these films. I still watch these
films. You said Dilwale Dulhaniya has been the biggest influence in your life, right?
Like, I know the dialogues of the films. You still remember that interview. It was a lovely interview. I love it. Yes, I would love to. But again, I think every era is different.
Right.
And the commercial sensibility film should come up with something different for me also.
True.
It has to be slightly off. Again, in that realm, staying in that zone, has to be different again.
Yeah.
That's about it. I would love to do it. I love watching commercial cinema.
Correct. You have 2 kids. What are they? I mean, for them, what's it like? I mean, watching their sort of dad going through these incredible times.
They don't see my film. They're not allowed to.
Really? Deliberately, it's been kept away.
Yes. They'll see every other film, Gully Boy, Varun Dhawan's films.
Are they curious?
They are, but they're not allowed to. They're not allowed to watch my film.
Why? Are you conscious?
I am in a way, and like every film has a kissing scene, so it's not right for them to see their father kissing some other
They're a
woman.
bit confused. Right?
I know. So that's a bit of this thing. And he saw Dam Laga Ke, and my son was like, "Dad, you're not strong." I thought in the end I picked that lady. Do you realize that? But your dad was beating you up. I was like, he's my father in the film. He's chappal se maar rahe the aapko. Mere ko, yeah, that's
Tum lucky ho.
Exactly. Tumko nahi pad rahi chappal se. So he was a little disappointed. Your character is a little weird in the film. So I was like, since I do realistic films, like they should not see Andhadhun and their father going through torture.
Torture like that. Yeah.
Badhaai, they still can. But I think I want to keep them away from. We want to keep them away from all these. I don't know. They should not treat me as a star.
But they have to be seeing that. I'm sure they see that. I'm sure they see that in the way that people respond to you when you go out, when you're on a holiday, when you're eating dinner outside.
Yeah.
Is that unusual for them? I mean, is that just strange?
No, it used to be strange, but now they're fine with it. They've accepted it.
Right.
But at the same time, the idea is to keep them away from all the arc lights and the spotlight. They should be just live a normal life, like I was a normal upbringing basically.
Right. Finally, Ayushmann, everyone looks at the films that you've done and thinks, I mean, I know there's a lot of envy among peers. Wow, I wish we could do, I wish this film had come to us. Is there a film that you've seen recently that you go, oh man, I wish this one came to me?
Gully Boy.
Really? Yeah.
I love that film, and Ranveer has done a brilliant job. And being a musician, I would have loved to do that film. Also, Rockstar, being a singer.
True.
So both Ranbir and Ranveer are killing it, and I love their body of work.
Thank you so much. Looking forward to lots more, Ayushmann. I feel like you really just about sort of found yourself. I feel like the future is just going to be very exciting, and I feel like we're going to see a lot more. Do you feel that way? Do you feel like this is just the tip?
It is, and I'm really excited about my forthcoming releases. They're all very fresh, very funny, entertaining. Article is not funny.
Right.
It's relevant, socially relevant, but they are fresh,
Okay.
and I'm just waiting for them to release.
True. Fresh is a very good word.
Yes, yeah.
So thank you, and looking forward to lots more.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.